Boom! What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Everybody, whether you guys are watching this live stream right now with me here or you are watching this later on, I've been coming on these live streams for quite a while now, folks, and we've been talking about the opportunity in the markets that there are right now, and that I've been saying that I believe that it was only a matter of time before we were going to get into a little bit of a recessionary type of environment, and that recession was going to bring with it tremendous opportunities for us as long-term investors to be able to grab some of the companies that we love so dearly. All the companies that I would have asked you 12 months ago, you guys want to own this stock at the prices that they were at today, you'd all say yes. When Tesla was at 1,200, if I asked you, would you like to own Tesla at 600? You all would have said yes. When NVIDIA was at 300, I said, would you have liked to own it? Would you have liked to own NVIDIA at 165? You all would have said yes. Okay, so what we're going to do here now today, folks, we have a lot going on here. We actually have NVIDIA is going to be coming out with earnings. NVIDIA is something that I believe is going to be a major factor in what the overall markets are going to do here in the next couple of days. I think there's a lot riding on NVIDIA's earnings, and they're due out here after the bell. So we're going to be covering that live once that does come out. That'll be some breaking news for NVIDIA, and we'll cover that here on this live stream. Okay, but back to the overall markets and what we've been seeing so far. I've been saying that between now and then of the opportunity of, looking for the markets actually price in a recession, between now and then you have time to learn how to actively trade and day trade or swing trade the flood of volatility that we have in the markets right now. And the idea is that you actively day and swing trade and build up a cash reserve so that when the time comes to start adding to the long-term portfolios, you're cashed up when you're ready to do so. Okay, so that's exactly kind of what we've been doing inside of True Trading Group. And for those that have been members, if you've been part of True Trading Group for a while, or you've been watching these live streams, you'll know that at the end of last year, we actually took profit in our long-term portfolios to get cashed up specifically for this moment. And we've been trading the volatility ever since. Okay, so this is all about a huge transfer of wealth. And that's what happens when the stock markets decline. Right? It's all about a huge transfer of wealth. It's not every day that the stock market crashes. Okay, so when you get a significant decline in the overall markets, you want to make sure that you are ready, educated to take advantage of that action, because I'll just show you guys, and just pulling up a chart of the SPY, you can count on one hand how many times the S&P has gone down more than 20% over the last 2 decades. And you go back even further, you can go back all the way to the 1940s, you can go all the way back to the 1920s. You can literally count in single digits the amount of times that the S&P has gone down more than 20% in any given year. And we got down to a point where we were down 20%. Okay, we did get to a point where we were down 20% in the S&P. We've since kind of bounced back a little bit. We're not quite down that 20% figure anymore, but we did get to a point where we were down that 20%, and we actually began nibbling in the long-term portfolio on 9 different stocks. And I've been taking advantage of those opportunities. But retail investors throughout history have historically done the exact opposite of what they should be doing during these times. Retail traders see, stock market sell-off, crash on Wall Street, blood in the streets. They see all the news headlines and they freak out. They say, this is not a good time. The markets are doing bad, so it's not a good time for me to get involved. So they run away. They run as far away from the markets as they possibly can, and they're running far away from direct opportunity for long-term wealth building. Every single time the stock market has declined 20% or more in history, going all the way back to the 1900s, the early 1900s, when you had the inception of the Dow Jones, going all the way back to then, every single time the stock market's declined more than 20%, it has proved to be a phenomenal long-term buying opportunity. And this time, in my opinion, is absolutely no different. So now that we've gone down 20%, I've begun nibbling. I've begun nibbling in my long-term portfolio. And I believe that between now and the next couple months, I'd say the next few weeks, the next couple months, I'm going to be deploying a large chunk of capital into the markets, as I believe that the market is going to go through a bottoming process throughout the summer. Okay. And that is kind of the opportunity that I think traders have in front of them right now, is to be able to trade the market volatility that we have and then use that cash to then build long-term portfolios. Guys, listen, over the last 2 years, and fortunately and unfortunately, tens of millions of brand new retail investors came into the market in 2020 and 2021. Now, that's normally a great thing. I love it. I love to see more people getting involved in the market because it's the great equalizer. It's the one thing where it doesn't matter. Markets don't care. Markets don't care about your race, your creed, your gender, your religion, your background, where you came from, your profession, your education level. It doesn't, the markets don't care. Okay. The markets do not care. It's the greatest equalizer that you have out there. And reality is that only about half of Americans actually own stocks. And that's very unfortunate because that is how wealth has been generated for institutions, families, companies, corporations for decades. And every single time that the markets have declined significantly, it's proved to be long-term buying opportunities. So I'm excited during these times. I'm not scared. I'm not panicking. I'm not freaking out. I'm not frantic. I'm not anxious. I'm excited. I've got a list of companies that I just love for the future. And these are the companies that we're going to be adding to between now and the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. You know, some people are like, oh, what is the guy talking about opportunity? How could there be opportunity with COVID, inflation, recession, Ukraine, Russia, monkeypox, and all this craziness that's going on in the world right now? How could there be an opportunity? There's always an opportunity. When crap hits the fan, that is when opportunities are presented. You know, you got to think of it. Like if we went back a year ago, I could have asked any of you, would you like to own NVIDIA? Would you like to have owned AMD? Would you like to own Tesla? Would you like to have owned Amazon? What about Google? Would you like to have owned any of these companies? What about Broadcom? Would you like to, about Qualcomm? All these stocks up at new all-time highs. Would you like to have owned any of those companies? Oh, I wish I bought them in 2020, right? Everyone says that, right? I'll pull up a chart, right? Like we go to NVIDIA. Right? If I go to NVIDIA and NVIDIA's here, you're like, oh man, I wish I bought NVIDIA in 2020 when Mike told me to. Oh, because right here is where I told everybody to buy NVIDIA on True Trading Group. Okay, literally right there. Right there is where I told everybody inside True Trading Group to buy NVIDIA. Okay, and then you go all the way to 2021. And by the way, the stock before it did its split, that's $50. That's $50. The stock went all the way to 340. And when the stock was at 300, I could have asked anybody on this live stream, don't you wish you bought NVIDIA? And every single one of you were like, oh man, yeah, I wish I bought NVIDIA. I wish I bought NVIDIA. Well, now NVIDIA is all the way down to 168. And they're about to come out with very important earnings. The point is that if I asked you when the stock was at 300, don't you wish you bought it at 160? Every single person on this live stream, your answer would have been yes. If I called you on December 4th, when NVIDIA was at $315 and said, don't you wish you bought NVIDIA at 168? Every single person that's watching this live stream right now would have said yes. And every single person would have said, oh man, if NVIDIA goes back to 168, I'm buying that thing. You all would have said that on December 4th of 2021. But now that the stock is actually at that price, but the stock market is going down, now all of a sudden you're not happy with that price anymore. That price is no longer seen as valuable to you. It's seen as scary because the stock price is going down. That is exactly the moment that you want to buy. You don't want to be buying when stocks are running rampant to unrealistic valuations. You should be happy because anybody that was looking at the market last year, you should have been pissed off. You should have been upset that, man, all these companies, I want to own these companies, but the stocks are just too damn high. Well, now the companies haven't changed. These are all the exact same companies, folks. Tesla is still Tesla. NVIDIA is still NVIDIA. These companies have not changed, but the stock prices have come down significantly with multiple compression, with what's been going on with interest rates and inflation and tightening of monetary policy, as it should. Multiples are coming down, which is a good thing. Multiple compression is a good thing for people that are looking to buy. Every single other purchase in your life, you look for the prices to come down so you can buy. There's not a single person on this live stream that would look at, if I said to you, okay, on November 10th or on November 5th, how many people are going to go buy a brand new 60-inch flat screen TV? Not one of you would go buy a brand new flat screen TV on November 5th because you have Black Friday coming up in just a couple of weeks and you know you're going to get a 40% discount on the same exact TV. So you're going to wait until Black Friday to go buy the TV. Why is it that when you get a 40% discount on an electronic, you look at that as a good deal? You look at that as value. You look at that as, wow, that's a really good deal for my money. I'm going to buy the TV because it's down 40%. Why don't you think that, oh man, wait, why is it down 40%? Is Is there something wrong with the TV? Maybe should I buy it? Maybe if I buy it, the TV's not going to work. What do I do if it doesn't work? Then what? Well, what if the price goes down even further a week from now? What if it's down 40% now, but what if next week it's down 70%? Should I wait? You don't think that when you're buying a stupid TV, a TV that literally in 2 years is going to lose half of its value anyway. But when it comes to investing in the stock market and investing in companies that you absolutely love, that's the way people think. And I can't quite wrap my head around it other than a lack of education and a lack of understanding of how opportunity presents itself in the stock market. And this is why we have True Trading Group. This is why we try to educate and empower retail traders and investors to help them make better decisions. And that's why we have this live stream, to help you make better decisions, so that you get better informed with everything that's been going on. And in the meanwhile, while we go through all that and we share that information, I share that education, I'll also share with you exactly what I'm doing with my own money. And you guys can take that for whatever it's worth, and you guys can make your own decisions. All right. So we got a big live stream in store for us today, guys. Like I said, we got to go over NVIDIA. Okay. We've got to go over NVIDIA's earnings, and then we will be, let me see. No, still waiting on NVIDIA's earnings. So we'll go over NVIDIA's earnings, okay, once they actually come out, and then we'll talk about the overall markets. We had the Fed minutes get released today. We had a nice day today. I came back today. Yesterday, I'm fully transparent on these live streams, guys. I come on these live streams. I tell you when I have green days. I tell you when I have red days. Yesterday was a grind for me. I really had to crawl through the mud yesterday. I had a net negative red day yesterday, but I managed my risk very, very well. And I was very pleased with the way that I managed my risk to keep my red day extremely manageable. And then we come right back today with a big time win in RDBX. RDBX was a small cap, that we traded today. So we got a nice win there on RDBX. And then we also made some money on the SPY today. We actually caught some SPY call options today. So we were able to catch this move in the SPY today. We got some nice little call options there. So I'm going to talk to you guys about NVIDIA's earnings, and we're going to talk about what NVIDIA's earnings mean for the overall market and what I think, because I told you guys coming into this week that I thought we were going to have a green week. I thought this week the markets would trade higher. So far, I've been correct. Okay, so far I've been correct in this being a green week, but I think NVIDIA earnings are really, 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 really going to weigh pretty heavily on that. Snowflake's earnings just came out. Snowflake is trading lower. I'm not really too surprised there. Snowflake trading down 10, 11% off of earnings. NVIDIA is going to be a big one, and we'll talk about why NVIDIA is going to be a big one, and they come out in about 6 minutes or so. So we're going to start the live stream off, folks, with a blanket open floor Q&A session. I'll give some time for people to log on, some people that can join us here that are finishing up their trading day. I'll give some time for people to log on. You guys can ask me some questions, and then we'll get into NVIDIA. We'll get into the overall markets and everything else. So begin typing your questions in chat right now, folks. Remember, there's no such thing as a silly question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you will learn. So go ahead, begin typing questions in chat. Let's start that Q&A. If NVIDIA has bad earnings, do you like SQQQ to take advantage of this volatility? Yes, absolutely. R. Hirsch. So the thing about NVIDIA's earnings, so the markets got scared the other day when Snap released an 8K talking about the macro environment has deteriorated faster and deeper than we initially expected. That was a growth scare to the markets. It caused the big gap down to start the week, but then that gap down held. Okay, that gap down held, and we actually churned higher yesterday. That's all about guidance. Guys, also do me a favor, answer the poll that we just posted in chat. Answer the poll that we just posted in chat, please. If you guys, it'll take you 1 second. Just answer the poll real quick. So the markets were able to swallow that up and think of it, well, maybe this might be just be isolated to kind of, social media companies. Everyone knows TikTok is a problem. Facebook warned us about TikTok on their last earnings when the stock was down 30%. They warned us about the competition from TikTok. And, for Snap to then come out and warn about their guidance, people are like, oh, well, maybe this is a little bit of TikTok in there. We'll have, we don't know. If you get a company like NVIDIA, who has beat earnings the last 8 quarters, if they come out and they also revise their guidance lower, it's going to be a problem, because because the markets, I think, will start to really fear the growth scare. And the growth scare is the markets then pricing in the possibility of a recession. Right now, the chances of recession are starting to increase, right? You're talking about we were at 10%, 20%. Now we're getting ourselves up to around a 40% chance of a recession. I've been on this live stream and I've been telling you guys for the last couple of months that I believe that we were going to go into a recession. However, the good news is I didn't think it was going to be a very deep recession. But the thing about if you do get a recession, or even if the markets price in a recession, it doesn't matter whether you get the recession or not. I just want the markets to price in the recession, because that is where the opportunity lies for the long-term portfolios for me to go in and start to buy all of the companies that I just absolutely love. You're talking about NVIDIA down 30, 40% all day long, right? These are companies that I love and companies that I want to own for the long haul. So when NVIDIA comes out with earnings, if they also revise guidance lower and they say, oh yeah, macro conditions are deteriorating faster than we thought, blah, 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 and NVIDIA goes down 15, 20%, that's going to scare the overall market. Okay. And then you'll start to worry about that growth scare. And then the S&P breaks 3,800, drops down to 37, 3,600. And then that takes you into my next buying zone. I want that to happen. There's a lot of people that are like, no, I don't want the market to go down anymore. No, don't say that. You want the markets to go down. You want to buy all these stocks at cheaper prices. But retail investors have this incorrect, the way that they process, action in the market. I think a lot of it has to do with maybe an unrealistic expectation of how the stock market works after 2021. And everybody has this instant gratification. And I'll tell you guys this now, your desire for instant gratification is going to cause you to miss out on wealth building opportunities. I can promise you that. Okay. So, these stocks, these stocks will go back up and the stock market will go back up. And that's what has happened throughout history. Again, just go back to the literally early 1900s. Every single time the stock market went down more than 20%. Within years later, the market was back at all-time highs and then continued to move higher, and then eventually had another pullback, whether it was 20, 30, 40%. Then a few years later, the market's back to all-time highs. Then it moves higher again. Then another 20, 30, 40% pullback. Then a few years later, the market was back to all-time highs. And that cycle has repeated itself over and over and over and over and over again since the early 1900s. So I don't want to hear, oh, but this time it's different. This time the stock market's going to go to zero. It's not. Okay. And I'm never going to be the person that bets on the end of the world, because the end of the world only happens once, and those odds are certainly not in your favor. And if the world actually does end, guess what? Your money's meaningless anyway. We're living in the woods. It's a zombie apocalypse. We all got to live off canned food. Okay. So couple of moments here, guys, before we get NVIDIA's earnings, and then we'll talk about it live. You're 100% correct. Bear markets make millionaires. Even if you bought near the top, if you buy more in the bear market, every dollar you put in the bear market, you're going to make $5 to $10 in bull. I got to agree with you. Even if you bought at the exact highs, okay, I can go to the SPY. Even if you bought at the exact high of the COVID crash, right? There's the exact high of the COVID crash. Even if you had the worst timing in the history of investors and you bought the day before COVID spread across the world, okay, you're still up money. Even if you had the worst timing in the history of all timings. Then if you bought at the very top of all-time highs in 2018 before the taper tantrum, when the stock market went down like 20% in a matter of a month, because of the taper tantrum, you guys can see you got that big drop. Even if you bought there, you're up significantly. even if you bought at the very top of all of these markets, even if you bought at the top of all of them, okay, NVIDIA's earnings are out. Okay, NVIDIA's trading lower right now. So we got to see about what their guidance is. I don't care about their earnings, guys. Their earnings are not really what I care about. NVIDIA has beat their earnings the last 8 quarters, and they beat their earnings estimates again here now. But it's really the guidance that we care about. So NVIDIA is trading slightly lower. This is not a major decline as of yet. The earnings just came out, so you might get some people filtering through. Might get some people that are filtering through, and then you'll have the conference call, and the CEO can kind of go through and can talk to people about their earnings. $1.36 earnings per share. So Q1 revenue, $8.29 billion versus $809 billion expectation. So they beat earnings by a solid, $200 million. As I'm getting all the earnings flashes now. All right, so yeah, there's a fresh new after hours low. So this is what I was concerned about with the overall market. And now look, as soon as it happened, right, you see the overall market start to trade lower, right? So now you see the overall market. We went all the way to 399. Now we're back to 396. All right, now we just dropped about $1.50 since the earnings came out. Okay, so since NVIDIA's earnings came, we've already started to drop a little bit now in the overall markets. Okay, so they did revise guidance lower. Okay, they did revise lower. Okay, so expectations for next quarter were $8.4 billion, and NVIDIA sees their revenue for Q2 being $8.1 billion. Okay, so analyst consensus was 8.44 for next quarter. NVIDIA saying 8.1. So you're getting also now a revision from NVIDIA, where NVIDIA is saying that we don't think that we're going to hit the expectations that were laid out or the guidance that was given for the next quarter. This is going to be a reoccurring theme, I believe, with companies that are reporting earnings. You don't need these companies to necessarily come out and just destroy earnings. It's really all about the guidance. The guidance is what's going to matter. All right. The guidance is what's going to matter. Guidance on these companies is where you're going to want to look to see, is there going to be a growth scare in the overall market? Are we going to have a growth scare? Does that give you the next leg to the downside, where I told you, where I just said 100 times, I just said on this live stream that that's where I'm going to be buying more in the long-term portfolio. That's where the opportunity is going to be. Okay. So this is what you're going to want to be listening for. All right. This is what we're going to be listening for from companies coming out with earnings. All right. Now, we just broke beneath on NVIDIA a key support level. Now, for a trade idea for tomorrow, which we have to be paying attention to, is 157. Okay, 157 is a key support level for NVIDIA. We've just broken underneath it. We're now 153. If NVIDIA can stay beneath 157, 158, that's going to be an area that you'll look for there to be resistance. And then you can look for NVIDIA to drop down into the 140s, low 140s, next support level for NVIDIA. And this is going to be a stock that we're going to be looking for. This is going to be a stock that we're going to be looking for on my watch list for tomorrow. All right, we'll see if there's a trade to the short side on NVIDIA underneath that 157 level. And you guys can see in the bottom left of my screen on the 15-minute chart, you guys can see all that support. You see that support right there around 157? There it is. Okay, now we've broken underneath it. You look for that level to become resistance, especially after hours. If you get a, especially after hours, if you guys get, if you guys get a bounce back in NVIDIA, where NVIDIA tries to bounce back and tries to get back over that 157 area and it can't, and it starts to like create like a little bit of a flag and it just starts to kind of trade sideways underneath that 157. All right. That is going to be an area where you look to try to get short. All right. And I would say in the long-term portfolio, guys, I will, if NVIDIA, you can take another nibble at this thing. I'd say in the low 140s, maybe take a nibble on it. And then my back the truck up is like 120. All right. My back the truck up is going to be like 120. All your other semiconductors trading lower, AMD trading lower off of the NVIDIA earnings. AVGO, let's see, Qualcomm trading lower, Micron trading lower, Taiwan Semi trading lower. All your semis are going to start to trade lower as we go through this here. You're seeing, you know, Taiwan Semi, all of your NVIDIA is looked at as one of the sector leaders in the semiconductor space. All right, so as we take a look here, let me go through the rest of these. I want to just take a look at some of these charts. All right, hold on. And the SPY is starting to slowly drift, and so are the Qs. All right, so it's a good thing that we got out of the call options that we were in earlier. This was kind of what I was concerned with. We were in call options earlier, guys, on the SPY after the Fed minutes, and we were able to make some money and capitalize on this move to the upside after the Fed minutes came out. Okay, my screen keeps on freezing. All right, so we were able to make some money and capitalize on this action with calls, but then we got flat the calls before the bell in fear of NVIDIA earnings. All right. So guys, that's going to be a game plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to look to be short NVIDIA if we cannot get back, over that 157 level. All right. So that's going to be something that we're going to look for. And you can look for sympathy plays. Like you want to trade AMD off of NVIDIA's weakness. That's a good idea as well. AMD is going to be a semiconductor that's not as volatile. Okay. We're not as volatile as something like NVIDIA. And the options will be cheaper. If you guys wanted to trade options or put options on the name, you definitely could do that. And if you don't know how to trade options, don't worry about it. We'll teach you how to do that as a member of True Trading Group. You think we are close to a reversal? I think we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Yeah. I do think the markets have one more leg to the downside to kind of price in that growth fear. And I talked about this last week where I believed we were at a point that we were going to enter phase 2 of kind of this market sell-off. And phase 1 was the monetary policy tightening. It was the Fed raising interest rates, and that was phase 1 of the market sell-off. I believe that we were going to enter phase 2 now, which was going to be a growth scare and a growth fear. And I really do think that the markets are going to be bottoming at some point this summer. And I think that when you look back, I think around August timeframe is when I think the markets are going to start to recover. And I think inflation will start to, settle, not necessarily come down as much as people want, but it's going to stop going up. And I think the markets can start to stabilize in like August and then start to actually move higher the second half of the year. I actually think that we're going to have a pretty decent second half of the year. I think the markets can bounce the second half of the year. I do not think that from this point forward, the market's just going to keep going down. That's not what I believe on. That's not what I believe. I believe we're going to bottom here in the next couple weeks to couple months, maybe one more leg to the downside, and then stabilize, trade sideways, chop around July, August, and then by September, the markets start to climb. There's a lot of similarities I see in the market between this year and 1970. If you go back and look at a chart of the S&P 500 in 1970, the S&P went down. The first half of the year, the S&P went down about 27%. By July, the S&P was down 27% in 1970. By December 31st of 1970, the S&P was down only 0.9%. 0.9. Do you have any idea how much opportunity there is between down 27 to being down 0.9? That is a huge market reversal. Now, I don't necessarily believe that the market's reverse and go back to all-time highs, but they don't have to go back to all-time highs for you to be able to capitalize on what I believe is a fantastic long-term buying opportunity. But time is running out, because I'm telling you now that I really believe that we're going to be bottoming out here in the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. Give me a couple more companies that have an earnings scare or a growth scare, rather. Give me the next leg, and then I'm stepping in, guys, and I'm buying the crap out of a lot. But time's running out. I really do believe that. I think that when we look back on December 31st, and we can go back and play this live stream on December 31st, maybe on New Year's Eve, and go back and say on New Year's Eve, is the market higher or lower than where it is in June? I believe by December, the markets will be higher than where they are in June. That means your time is running out. You want to learn to be active traders. You want to learn how to build wealth. That's what you buy into when you guys join True Trading Group. Who here is on this live stream that's not a member? If you guys are not members of True Trading Group, I want to see what we got here. Do me a favor. Type the letters TTG. Guys, type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, you guys are new, just do me a favor and type the letters TTG. If you are not members of True Trading Group, I want to see who we got here and what we're working with, people that are not members. And there's a test of 158 on NVIDIA and a little rejection. We'll see if we stay beneath it. We got Colin Doyle. We got Big Slick, Yoda Trades, Johnny, Nicole, Brad, Doug, Joshka, Samir, Summer, Adam, Phil's Kill, Tiffany Sunchild, C, 25 years of sweet, Daryl, YouTuber, Alexandros, Jeffrey, Andrew, Ascension, Miguel, Craig, the Texan, Tiffany, Jacob, Harry, beautiful guys, Morris, John Adonis, Bongani, Sparkle, Parent. Look at this. Fugitive, Daniel, Passenger, Terrence, Chimnoy. This is fantastic. Lots of new faces that are with me here tonight. I love seeing this. I love seeing this. I love seeing you guys here. Some new faces that are interested in trying to learn how to take advantage of these markets. This is when you should be learning and be interested in how to find opportunities in this market. It's not when you have companies that are running to all-time highs, that are at valuations that are not sustainable and that are inflated because of all of the trillions of dollars of stimulus that came into the market. That is not when you want to be looking to then be buying stocks, because those valuations are not sustainable. After those excess valuations and all that froth gets wiped away, right? Who here wants a beer with all that foam on top? Nobody. Wipe that froth away, get down to the good stuff. That's where you are in this market. We are literally wiping away the froth and getting down to the good stuff. The good stuff is the long-term wealth building opportunities of fantastic, strong, fundamentally sound, positive cash flow companies at realistic valuations. Companies that you're paying a realistic premium for with normal earnings multiples that I believe over the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years are going to continue to grow. That is what the markets are giving you right now. That's the mistake I don't want people to make and say, oh, the markets are down. It's bad. It's bad. I got to get out of here. No, that's when you want to get in. All right. Guys, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to talk to you guys in just a few moments. We're going to go over my trades today. So 2 trades today, 2 winners. SPY call options paid us nicely. RDBX was a small cap that paid us nicely. So I'm going to recap those 2 trades for you guys, and then we're going to talk about what I think the markets do now for the rest of the week, now that NVIDIA's earnings are now out and NVIDIA's earnings are behind us. So there's still a lot to unpack here, a lot we've got to go over and a lot we've got to discuss. What I'm going to do here now is I'm going to spend a couple of minutes. I'll tell you guys about the membership briefly, and then we're going to get into NVIDIA, the overall market, and we're going to recap the 2 trades from today, and I'll give you guys kind of my prediction for the rest of the week and how I plan on making money for the rest of the week. But for everyone that just typed in here letters TTG that said you're not members of True Trading Group, guys, I need you all to understand something, that when you are joining True Trading Group, you are getting access to a professional level of education that is similar to what I learned when I worked at a hedge fund in New York. It's my first job right out of college. Okay. I was not allowed to touch $1 of their money until I went through a 3-month training program. We have simplified and expanded that level of education. It's both in-depth and complex, yet it's easy to understand and implement quickly, whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years and you're looking to gain an edge and you're looking to take your trading to the next level. I get asked a lot of times, like, what makes TTG different from other trading courses? And the real answer is that because True Trading Group is a platform, we're not just courses. Yes, courses are part of our platform, but we're so much more than that. We actually combine premium investing tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas. We have their products on the TTG platform, so you can use them at no additional cost whatsoever. If you went to those companies on your own, you're going to spend about $4,000 to $5,000 a year for those tools. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships with those companies so that we can offer their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. And Joe, do me a favor, Joe, can you actually just post up the syllabus for people? Guys, listen, we're going to put a link up in the chat of our syllabus so you can click on it and you can see actually what are the topics and the courses that you're going to go through when you're a member of TTG. So if you guys are interested, you can just go click on that link and it'll show you a list of the curriculum. All right. So you'll see the syllabus and everything that you guys are going to learn there. All right. So that's one of the main differences between TTG and other like Discords or trading chat rooms or whatever it is, because you're getting access to about $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools, not to mention the same level of education I got when I worked in a fund in New York. And you're going to join a community of about 9,500 members that are active, educated, like-minded, and led by our team of full-time trading mods that have over 100 years of combined experience trading stocks, options, crypto futures, day trading, swing trading, but also long-term investing. Interested in trade history, past performance, for sure. Yeah, we have our trade history is right on our website. We actually have a tab that is called Trade History. We're fully transparent. All of the trading activity from the moderators gets uploaded to the trade history worksheet every single day. So you'll actually see, it's not just showing you like, oh, look, this is their win rate. Okay. It actually breaks down for you every single trade in detail. So you'll see, like, if I bought Tesla, right, it'll give you my entry price. It'll tell you what my stop loss was when I initially entered the trade. It'll also show you wherever I took profit. If I sold here, I sold here, I sold here, then I stopped out here. It'll literally give you the breakdown of every single individual trade that myself and all of the other moderators make. All the winners, all the losers, all the break evens, they're all right there for you in the trading tab. Okay. It's all right there for you in the trade history tab. All right. So we are fully transparent. We don't hide anything. Like I said, I come on these live streams. I'll pound my chest when I'm right, but I'll also tell you when I'm wrong. When I have green days, we talk about it. When I have red days, we talk about it. All right. If you can't be, listen, one thing that you'll know, anyone that is a full-time trader or someone that has been trading for a long time, losing is part of trading. And you got to be very wary of people that don't talk about the losing. There's a lot of lessons you can learn in risk management and discipline. And these are things that I teach and I preach in True Trading Group. We actually did a live stream last night where I went over a ton of risk management lessons, because I did have a red day yesterday, but I grinded it out. I managed my risk. It was a scratch. It was a small loss. I was able to just brush it off. And I came right back today with 2 winning trades. And it's like, yesterday never even happened. And that's the stuff that you'll learn as a member of TTG. So we are fully transparent. Trade history tab. It's all there in great detail. Every single buy and sell that we do. Okay. The other thing that I want you to really understand is that results matter at True Trading Group. And when I say results matter, know that I'm not even referring to myself. Okay. I'm not referring to my own results, because my results don't mean anything. Because my results, I can tell, oh, I made $1 bajillion. It doesn't matter, because not one of those bajillion are going to go towards paying your bills. So we actually measure results in True Trading Group by your P&L, not mine, not anybody else's. Because I can say I made $1 bajillion. If you lost money, then that still means that our program has failed you. If we're going to say join True Trading Group, get yourself educated so you can be able to take advantage of opportunities in the market, then you're not joining True Trading Group just to see how great of a trader that the TG moderators are. You're joining True Trading Group so that you can actually learn how to become successful in the market for you and for your family, not to watch other people become successful while you still struggle and don't get the help that you need. When you join True Trading Group, you are joining a family. You're joining a family of me plus 8 other professional trading moderators, and the entire TC family are going to be there with you every single step of the way to help you along the way. And you're going to realize that the camaraderie that we have inside the TC family is unlike anything that you're ever going to experience. Trading can be a very lonely profession. It's important to have a support staff and a support group that's there to help you walk through that process. Let me see, I gotta read this. This is kind of a joke, active trader, not possible with a job. Not sure what you fam does for a living, but I work. Richard, I'm so glad that you work and that you are employed and that you have a job. I'm very, very happy for you. But to think that you can't do this while working a full-time job is foolish, and it just shows lack of knowledge. And I will prove this to you. Okay, it's a very common misconception. It might not be your fault. You were probably told in the past that the only way for you to be successful is to be a scalper, and you're going to sit in front of your computer screen and you're going to buy and sell a million times throughout the day, and you're going to buy and you're going to sell in 30 seconds later, and then you're going to buy again, you're going to sell 30 seconds later, and you're going to buy again, and so on and so on and so on until you drive yourself crazy. That is not how you guys can become consistently profitable. The majority of members of True Trading Group do have full-time jobs, and that's the reality, and that's the fact, and I'll prove that to you. Guys, do me a favor. If you are a member of True Trading Group, real quick, if you are a member, do me a favor. Type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living if you are making money while working a full-time job. Again, if you're making money while working a full-time job with True Trading Group, I'd like you to type the number 1 and tell me what you do for a living. Now, Richard, you said you work. I'm very, very happy that you have a job and are employed. Watch the comments that come through chat right now. See if you maybe see your profession. We've got a cook, a firefighter, EMT, sonographer, a server, a lawyer, a microbiologist, a bartender, utilities worker, IT admin, software engineer, a teacher, an electrician, a stay-at-home dad, an assistant accountant, a pressure washing company, Little Caesars, sound guy, lawn care professional, bakery owner, Air Force officer, Eric Pena, thank you for your service, brother, real estate, sales manager, janitor, data analyst. Okay, you guys see the point. All right, I don't need to continue to read all of these comments that are coming through chat. I don't need to continue to read them, but you guys can see them. You see them for yourself. You see that members are making money while working full-time jobs. It is fully possible by 2 ways. First, trading style. Okay, you don't have to be a scalper. Nobody in True Trading Group is a scalper, which means you buy and sell within seconds or minutes. Okay, we are traditional day traders, which means we buy and sell hours later, and we also swing trade, which means we buy today and sell tomorrow or any day thereafter. We might sell a week from now or a month from now. It depends on the trade that we're in. This is how you're able to then become successful while still working full-time job and also use the mobile app. Okay, we have a mobile app that you can download, iPhone, Android. You can be in chat. Listen, as long as you can listen to music at work, you can still follow along with what we're doing in chat. You get real-time push notifications whenever the moderators enter or exit a trade. Okay, you get real-time push notifications whenever the moderator enters or exits a trade. And that's how you are able to follow along with what it is that we're doing throughout the day and listen to the audio analysis as the mods and I talk to you throughout the day. Okay, so that's how so many members are able to be successful while working full-time jobs. Daryl Burley asks, does TGD offer a trading simulator tool? Not only do we offer a trading simulator tool, Daryl, we offer the best trading simulator tool. So we have the same simulator that is used at universities across the country. Berkeley Haas, Illinois Tech, Wisconsin, Whitewater, I believe, like a couple other, Cal State Fullerton, I know uses it. So we use the same simulator that is used at a lot of those different universities. This simulator would cost you a few $100 a year. I think actually more close to $1,000 a year if you were to go purchase it on your own. It's free with your membership to TTG. It's all included. All right. And it's not something that you can only use for 90 days. It's available to you for the entire length of your membership. It's totally free. It's with real-time data and it lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. So you can practice what you're implementing, or practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You can practice it on the simulator before you start risking real money. And I recommend that everyone that's joining, if you are not already a consistently profitable trader, start on the simulator, learn, then trade, then profit. That's our slogan, in that order, for a reason. All right. It's 100% free with your membership. That actually comes with full book level 2 as well. It's all free and included with your membership. All right, Dal. All right. So what I was saying before about your results being measured by your P&L. Okay. Your results are measured by your P&L, folks. All right. Not my P&L, yours. All right. This is the question I was going to get to members before. We had some people that were putting some comments in the chat that we wanted to address. But the fact of the matter is, guys, that the majority of our members in your training group are becoming better traders and they're making money. And if you don't believe me, I want you to watch this. Guys, if you're a member of TTG, if you're making money and becoming a better trader, I'd like you to type the $ in chat right now. Just go ahead, type the $. Very simple question. No ifs, ands, or buts. Simple question. Are you making money and becoming a better trader because of TTG? If that answer is yes, I'd like you to type a $ in chat right now. So for those that are not members, I really want you to pay attention to how many people are typing the $. All of these people, these are your peers. These people found True Trading Group the exact same way that you did, and that's being on one of these live streams. They have all the same excuses that you have. They have a small account. They have a full-time job. They've lost money in the market before. They have no experience. They've been scammed by some other group. But yet here they are now typing the $, telling you that they're making money. They're becoming better traders. I love all these people to death. They're my TTG fam. But if they can do it, so can you. Nothing special about them. So here's the deal. All right. Here's the deal. All right. For the next 17 people, all right, for the next 17 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121, okay, you guys can take advantage of our little Memorial Day sale that we've got going on right now, where you're getting a 50% discount. It brings the price from $22.12 all the way down to $1,100. We're going to be moving to $1,200 tomorrow, and then by Monday at midnight, we'll be moving the price to $1,500. So you guys have an opportunity right now to step in at $1,100. Tomorrow, the price is going to $1,200. And then Monday at midnight, at the end of Memorial Day, the price will then go up to $1,500. For the first 17 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121, you're going to get that 50% discount. You're also going to get a brand new free laptop for the first 17 people. Then we are 100% out of laptops. We do not have any more of them. We did something last night. We raised some money for a good cause. Adam and I stepped out and we actually bought some laptops ourselves for those people. We were able to get 17 from our wholesaler. We have no more after that. And of course, you're going to get 2 small private study group sessions with one of the pro traders at TTG to speed up your learning curve. Make sure your questions get answered and you go over topics that you're having a hard time with. All right. And then last but certainly not least, folks, you're going to see me put my money where my mouth is, and listen to me clearly. Anyone that joins True Trading Group, you have 1 full year to go through our courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 study group. If you complete those 3 things by the end of your membership, if you have still not made back at the $1,100 at least once, we will give you double your money back. I'm dead serious. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I'm being dead serious. It's right there on the website in black and white. If you go through our courses, quizzes, and attend 1 study group and fail to make $1,100, that's your membership cost. If you fail to make the $1,100 back at least once during your membership, I will give you $2,200 in return. I'm not saying you have to do this in 30 days. You literally have the entire year. You can come to me on day 364 and say, I want double my money back. I never made back the $1,100. Then I'll say, okay, here you go. Guess what? It's there. W money back guarantee is there if you need it, but the chances are that you won't. I see the results that my members have had. Guys, how many of my TTG fam do not qualify for a refund? How many of you don't qualify for a refund because you've already made back your membership fee? You guys can maybe sound off in chat right now. Maybe talk about how fast or how long it took you. How long did it take you to make back that membership fee? You guys can all sound off in chat right now. If you no longer qualify for the money back guarantee, you guys can sound off in chat right now. Now, I want to prove to you, those of you that are not members, okay, just look at how many people don't qualify for the money back guarantee anymore. Now, the only way for them to, if you don't qualify, that means they've already made back their membership fee. That's how you don't qualify. So your membership fee is $1,100. If you have not made back the $1,100, then you still qualify for that money back guarantee. If you already made back your membership fee, you no longer qualify for it. You're seeing right now firsthand how many members of True Trading Group no longer qualify for that guarantee. It's there if you need it. Chances are you won't, but it's there if you need it. There's not a single other group or company out there that would offer you double your money back. You got to ask yourself why. I see the results my members have. I have no problem offering you double your money back. That's how we hold ourselves accountable to you. I told you results matter, and I mean it, but it's not my results that matter. It's yours. That's why we base the money back guarantee on your P&L. You join True Trading Group not to watch other people make money. You join True Trading Group for you to make money. So if you don't, we're going to give you double your money back. It's as simple as that. Okay? So just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. You get a 50% discount for our Memorial Day sale. Okay. That brings the price from $2,212 all the way down to $1,100. The first 17 people to do so will get a free laptop upon completing our courses and quizzes. You do not have to enter your address when you sign up. You will get a welcome email. As soon as you join, you'll get a welcome email there where you will be given instructions on how to claim that free laptop. Okay. So you do not need to enter your address. You will get instructions on how to claim that free laptop. Christopher West says, I've been a member for less than a month. I do not believe I'm eligible for a refund anymore, nor do I want one. Boom. Boom. So there you guys have it. Guys, we're also going to open this up for trial members as well. All right, we're also going to open this up for trial members as well. All right. So if you are currently a trial member, and you want the 1,100 price point before the price goes to 1,200 tomorrow and then 1,500 on Monday, right? We're doing this. This is for their little Memorial Day sale, and then we're up to 1,500 after Memorial Day. If you're a trial member, you have to listen to me carefully. I'll let you guys use this deal as well. Okay. I'll let you guys use this as well. If you want to take advantage of the $1,100 price point and the free laptop, log into your trial member dashboard first. Adam or Joe, if we can maybe pull it up just so we can show trial members how to do it if they want. You guys will log into your trial member dashboard first. If you're a trial member, do not go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. Go to your trial member dashboard. All right. Go to your trial member dashboard. Log in. There you guys have it. Okay. So there it is. Trial member dashboard. Log in. See that big green join now button? Okay. Click that. Then you guys can enter the TTG121 coupon code. All right. Then you can enter the TTG121 coupon code, and that will get you, if you're a trial member, that'll get you the 50% discount. All right. That'll get you guys the 50% discount. All right, gang. So there you have it. So if you are a trial member, all right, that's how you guys can take advantage of this discount and of this offer before the price goes up at midnight tonight. We jump up to 1,200, and then we jump up to 1,500 on Monday. Let's see. We've got a comment here on the screen. How is TTG different than any other YouTube stock guru services? I have friends who joined Jeremy Financial Education and Meet Kevin and bought stocks based on their advice and got ruined financially. Well, just Sam, I don't know anything about Jeremy Financial. I've heard of Meet Kevin's YouTube channel. I don't know anything about the stocks that they recommend or anything like that or what they provide for their members. But we will teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet. That's one of the biggest differences, I think. We'll teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet. And because what we're going to actually do, listen, you can follow all the trade recommendations that the moderators in True Trading Group give, because we just tell you exactly what we're buying and what we're selling. That's all we do. We say, listen, this is what we just bought. This is what we just sold. Okay. You can follow that if you want, but our real goal is to actually teach you how to identify opportunities in the market. Like what makes an A quality setup? What makes a setup in the market that I want to buy? What is that? Okay. What's the checklist that I have to go through? This, great. I'm going to buy it. What is that? We'll teach you how to identify that, and then also give you guys the education so you have the confidence to pull the trigger when you see those opportunities. Our goal is not to just feed you a fish every single day. Our goal is to teach you how to fish for yourself so you can feed yourself for life. That is the goal in True Trading Group. And there's a long list of members in True Trading Group whose only regret is that they wish they joined sooner. And I think one of the most common regrets that I see, guys, we do have a 78% retention rate, which means 78% of our members are either renewing their membership or upgrading to become a lifetime member. 78% of our members. And our refund rate, I remember I mentioned to you guys about the double your money back guarantee. The refund rate is 2.48 since 2016. As a trader and investor, you guys are the ultimate entrepreneurs. If all you did was follow me, you're not an entrepreneur, you work for me. Our goal is to get you to be able to identify this stuff on your own. Again, you can follow all of our trades if you want. We're fully transparent. We tell you what we're doing even before we do it. I literally will come on the microphone and I will tell people that I'm about to buy a stock at this price even before I buy it. Guys, true or false? If you're a member of TTG, true or false, do I or do I not come on the mic and I do something like this? Hey guys. So I'm looking at ABCD. We've got it looks like we have some support here around $20. We just broke through $20. It was the previous high of the day. That lines up with 38.2 fib and VWAP. That's also previous resistance from last Thursday that we just broke through. I'm looking for a low volume pullback into that $20 area. I'm going to be a buyer around 2025. My stop loss will be around 1940. I'm going to look to take profits off at 21, 22, and 23.50. And then I'll get off the microphone. And I would literally say that. That's exactly how I say on the microphone what I'm about to do, so everyone knows what I'm going to do before I do it. Then when my order actually executes, a notification pops up in chat and lets everybody in chat know that my order has now filled and I'm long at this specific price, or short, or I'm in this call option or put option, whatever the trade is. But that's how we go. That's how we operate inside True Trading Group. We're not scalpers. I'm not in and out within 30 seconds. That's not how we do it in True Trading Group. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. So you guys could take advantage of that offer. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. All right. Yep. The other mods as well. If anybody has questions, all right, all right, about the membership or how it works, okay, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. All right, the number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Do not call that phone number. All right, do not call that phone number. Text. It's a text message only phone number. Okay, 201-775-9702. Okay, if you have questions, you can send a text message to that number. Okay, you can send a text message to that number if you have questions or you're having a hard time signing up. All right, guys. And there you have it. All right. Yep, we got our first member here, Adam. Everybody welcome Adam. Adam, welcome to the TG family. That as there are just 16 laptops now remaining, just 16 laptops left. Everybody welcome Adam. All right. You'll know you're getting one of the 16 laptops if you see one inside your checkout cart. All right. If you see one inside your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of those laptops. All right. So there's 16 of them left. $1,100 price point. Price jumps to $1,200 tomorrow, then $1,500 on Monday. All right. Okay, gang. So that's what we got there. Speaking of Adam, guys, speaking of Adam, Adam is my business partner and the co-founder of True Trading Group. He actually has COVID again and had to pass out and took the afternoon off. So he's going to 100% do the Ethereum giveaway tomorrow. We were supposed to do a giveaway today for $1,000 worth of Ethereum. But Adam has COVID again. So he took the afternoon off to kind of rest up. So I promise tomorrow we will do the $1,000 worth of Ethereum. We're going to do that giveaway tomorrow. Okay. No, I think this is just his second. I think it's just his second time. He has like 102-degree fever. It's his second time getting COVID. But he had it not too long ago. And he got it again. So yeah, he's dealing with a little bit of a fever. So he's just, just resting up. He took the afternoon off. So we'll do the $1,000 of Ethereum giveaway tomorrow. All right. And we'll let you guys register for that. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a little sip of water. Yes. Yes, after 4 shots. Yes. Yes. Please no comments in chat. Why'd you have to put that on the screen? Now I was going to comment about we're going to have a vaccine war inside the chat now. Please, nobody talk about the vaccine. I don't care. Nobody cares. We all just want to figure out how to make some money here. All right. So speaking of how to make some money, let's talk about it. Let's go back to the charts. All right. Let's go back to the charts. And I want to talk about this NVIDIA because right now NVIDIA is holding underneath the area that we were referencing, right? So here's the area that we were referencing that I told you guys about as soon as they came out with earnings. Everybody welcome Samir. Samir, welcome to the family, brother. Welcome, Samir. Welcome to the TTG fam. There's now just 15 of those laptops left. 15 of those laptops left, guys. Everybody welcome Samir. All right. Samir. All right. Now, you'll notice that after we broke underneath this level, all right, you'll see that now we're having a hard time getting back above it. This is going to be an important level for NVIDIA. Guys, just remember, the 1,200 price tomorrow. So 1,100 tonight after midnight, jump to 1,200 and no more laptops after tonight as well. So if you guys want the 1,100 and the free laptop, you guys can go to ttgoffer.com now and use the TTG121 coupon code. And then you can send a text message to 201-775-9702 if you have any questions about the membership. All right, so with regards to NVIDIA, you have to watch this area, guys. If we can't get back above it, that's going to be problematic for NVIDIA. And if NVIDIA starts, if you check NVIDIA at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock this evening, Eastern time, and the stock is back down to like 155, 154, that's going to be problematic. Cornelia, I can honestly say that is the first time that I've said the name Cornelia on one of these live streams. Cornelia, welcome to the family. There's now just 14 of those laptops left, guys. And then remember, the price jumps to 1,200. So you can save yourselves the extra $100 between today and tomorrow. And then if you wait till Monday at midnight, it'll revert back up to 1,500. All right. What kind of laptop do we get? A free one. That's the kind. It's a free one. No, it could be an Asus, an HP, a Dell. It just depends. We get a batch. We get a batch. All right, guys. So that is, and you don't need your address. Okay. Again, some people keep asking when they sign up, where do I put my address to get my free laptop? You do not need to enter your address. Okay. You don't. After you subscribe, you're going to get a welcome email. The welcome email will have inside of it instructions on how to claim your free laptop. Okay. So that is, Joe, do me a favor. Can you pull up again one more time so we can show trial members if they want to take advantage of it? So guys, again, if you're a trial member and you guys want to take advantage of the 1100 price point, you guys can log into your trial member dashboard. Then click the big green join now button. Then you can use coupon code TTG121. All right, that's if you're a trial member. This way, if you're a trial, you can also take advantage of the $1,100 price point, and there goes NVIDIA. So just like we said, you heard it right here live while we're doing this live stream. Since we broke underneath that level, there's that line, right? Very clear support. Now you can see we're having a hard time getting back above that level. And then now the stock begins to start to trade back to the downside. That's the level that we're going to look for tomorrow to give us a trading opportunity to the short side. All right. And if NVIDIA can't get back over that level, you may see the overall market struggle a little bit, specifically tech. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. I'm going to be paying close attention to NVIDIA here after hours with this earnings release. Okay. Let's go back over to the overall markets real quick. And I want to talk to you guys about the SPY trade where we made some money on some call options today. All right. And this was the Fed minutes were released today. We were talking about a key support level around 392 to 393. And where we got that support level from, you guys can see very clearly in the afternoon, that level was a nice area of support. And that was also kind of the low of the day. And that also was resistance from yesterday. You'll see the resistance from yesterday. Guys, the code word for tonight, this is for members only. If you are a member of True Trading Group, if you are a member, the code word for tonight is Pfizer. The code word for tonight is Pfizer. All right, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, don't worry about this. This is just for members. We do a lot of fun giveaways with members. We do cash. We give away electronics. We do a lot of fun giveaways with members. And the code word for tonight is code word number 11 out of 18. And it is Pfizer. It's Pfizer. All right. So here's the SPY trade. And you guys can see yesterday that 393, 392 was a level of resistance for us. Then you broke above it. This morning it became support. We rallied. We pulled back. It became support again. When the Fed minutes came out, we dropped right into that level again. And it held and became support, and the market started to push higher. And at that point, we bought call options. Okay, and at that point, we bought call options. So right here is where we bought the June 1st 397 strike call options. And then we were able to capitalize on this nice little move that we got right here going into the afternoon. All right, not a huge, was a 20% gain or something like that, folks. About a 20% gain on the bulk of the position. Not a home run trade, but we were able to capitalize on it, make a little bit of money. Please welcome John and Debbie. All right, everybody welcome John and Debbie. Everybody welcome John and Debbie. There are now just 12 laptops left. Everybody welcome John and Debbie, just 12 laptops left. All right, there's 12 of them left. All right. Now, the SPY, referring to NVIDIA, as we go back to the issues here with NVIDIA, I'm looking at a very specific level on the SPY. And the reason why I thought that maybe the markets might continue higher was because we got through it very briefly, and that's 397 to 398. All right. And that's this level right here. And as I pan this out, you guys can see very, very clearly, very severe levels of resistance. Okay. You guys can see all these levels of resistance. And then we finally broke above it this afternoon. And right here, when we broke above that level, I said to myself, if we stay above that level, then we have a chance to really get up to 400 if NVIDIA has strong earnings. But we were unable to hold that level, and we actually pulled back underneath it. And now you got NVIDIA earnings come out. NVIDIA earnings they actually beat earnings, but they lowered their guidance for Q2. And now that's making NVIDIA trade to the downside. So I think it might be a little bit more difficult now for the SPY to really get through this level if NVIDIA does not recover. All right. So I think the markets are in a bit of a consolidation phase after this initial sell-off. You got to realize, guys, we were down for 7 consecutive weeks. 7 consecutive weeks, the overall markets went down. That's the biggest down weekly streak since the 1920s. Since the 1920s. All right. I do not believe that we're going to have another week red. I think the markets can actually, bounce back a little bit. I do think that. All right. So that 398 level is going to be key. If for some reason we open up tomorrow, okay, if we open up tomorrow above 398, just look for 397 to be support. Okay. And then you can look for the SPY to push up into the 400s. But as long as you're underneath that level, you got to be cautious of that level of resistance. It's been a real pain in the market's ass for the last week. You got to pay attention to it. All right. And then lastly, we'll go over Redbox, RDBX, which is the where we made our money today on the small cap. I'm actually still long. RDBX. And I'll just take you guys over to the entry here on RDBX. I got long RDBX right there. Okay, right there. $5.84, long right there. Long right there on the back of what was a really nice little trade setup here. Long there over the initial morning highs. Trade line VWAP lined up together. We got long, and then you guys can see the stock then continues higher throughout the rest of the day. We took profits off into this move. We took profits off into this move. We took profits off into this move, and I'm still long a piece of the position. All right. I'm still long a piece of the position. We're going to hold it. If the stock can get over 725, the stock has a chance to squeeze. So I'm still holding a small piece of the position, not much. Bulk the positions off the table, but I am still long RDBX. If we get over 725, that stock has a chance to go back to 10. So we're going to keep an eye on RDBX. We're going to keep it on the watch list. All right, for tomorrow. All right, that's it, folks. That concludes the educational part of the live stream. All right, that concludes the educational part of the live stream. I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys, congrats to my TC fam that we're able to make some money today on the SPY trade, or whether it was RDBX. Some nice little trading today, finish day, nice solid green day. And then we'll see if we can get some more on that RDBX tomorrow. And then we'll take a look and we'll follow along with NVIDIA after hours. So what I'll do here now, for those that are still interested, I'll walk you through quickly what you get access to as a member to Trading Group. I'm actually going to show you the platform for those that are interested. So guys, remember, TGG is a platform, okay? You're going to get access to our chat room, all right, where the mods and I share our screens with you throughout the day. We're live on the microphone. We're there with you from pre-market till after hours. We're sending out all of our trade alerts in real time, and you can use the mobile app that lets you guys be connected to chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can follow along with our mobile app. You also get 2 small private study group sessions, a chance to get individual attention from one of our mods to ask questions. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. That gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You guys, the speed of which you get your news, it matters. And this is how we make sure that you get the news as soon as it crosses the wire. TradingView's premium charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares. Okay. This stuff will cost you a few $100 a year if you pay for it on your own through TradingView. It's free with your membership to TGG. That Benzinga newsfeed would cost you $1,400 if you went to Benzinga on your own. It's free and included with your $1,100 price to True Trading Group. You also get the Trade Ideas Scanner. It's one of the industry-leading scanners. Shows you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. Make sure you always focus on the best stocks during the day. Our trade simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. You also get our own scanner that lets you scan for crypto. We have dark pool data and unusual options activity, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it's at the fingertips of TGD fam. We've got a trading journal that tracks all of your trading and gives you statistics, so you guys can see what you're doing wrong, so you know where you need to make some adjustments. Unlimited analyst ratings. So you'll see, on any stock you're interested in, how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. You also get a watch list every day. The moderators publish a watch list with our game plan on how we plan on trading these stocks. And then the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. All in text and video, whatever's easy for you to learn. Then we also have a video library that has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just name a few. And then you can attend all these workshops live when you actually become a member. It's time you invest in something real, folks. Now, listen, I can't guarantee you success. I can't promise you're going to be successful. I can't promise you're going to make millions of dollars. But I can promise you a real chance of developing the skills needed to become successful as long as you're willing to put in just a little bit of effort. And I can promise you that if you fail to make the $1,100 back at least once during your membership after going through our courses, quizzes, and the study group, I'll give you double your money back. That's $2,200. That's how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. I don't think you're going to need it, but it's there for you if you do. And last but not least, we do have a 7-day trial. It's totally free. You guys can go to ttgthree.com. It's a 7-day trial, no credit card required. Enter your name and email. You guys can trade with us for a full 7 trading days. No weekends do not count toward your 7 days. It's a full 7 trading days. Again, that's ttgthree.com if you guys want to join the trial. Otherwise, jump on that 50% discount now. The price is $1,100 here this evening with TTG coupon code TTG121. Just go to ttgoffer.com and enter that code. You'll get the 50% discount and the free laptop. There's 12 laptops left. You'll know you're getting one as long as you see one in your checkout cart. After midnight, the price jumps to $1,200. After Monday at midnight, price jumps to $1,500. So take advantage of the 50% discount while you still got it there. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys all in chat.